Hello, back on the day job. Today I'm working on the Jenbacher 620, 2.7 megawatt. And basically the engine cranks. I've got ignition. The engine cranks and cranks, but it won't start. And there's no smell of gas, so that's pointing me to this little bugger. It's the Dungs gas valve. They are quite a nuisance in this field. There's different types of them. Dungs make many different types for different generating sets, but the most common is the 5100 series. That's what we have here. They are everywhere, on everything. Every generating set got pretty much this series on. And what I just wanted to go through was, if you do diagnose one of these valves, if you find that they're faulty and they're not opening, you don't have to throw them away. You can fix them really cheap. Just with a little bit of know-how, a little bit of knowledge, you can fix them. And that's what I'm going to show you in this video. Right, I'm just going to run through the Dungs gas valve, how it operates. So this is a Dungs 5200 series. No, 5100 series. Right, basically it's a solenoid valve. So you've got a solenoid here, V1, V2. So it's not one valve, it's two valves in one valve as a fail-safe option, because having just one valve is not good enough. You need to have a backup. That's why they do it. And this is the head, and you've got an electromagnet. This sits on top of these. So you've got a coil V1, coil V2, and the way it operates is you've got a connector plug here. So you've got V1 and V2, and that's your neutral. So engine cranks, it will chuck 24 volts on V1 and 24 volts on V2, and then both valves open. Yeah, that's pretty much what it does. But what I'm getting is, problem I am getting is I'm not getting 24 volts on, I think it was V2, because the fuse are blown in the panel. So I replaced the fuse and it blew again on opening. Just as it sent 24 volts, it blew the fuse. So that's telling me there is an issue with the PCB inside. We will look at that shortly. And also as well, if you can see that, there's an optional extra with these you can have fitted. It's called a VPS, a valve proving system, or valve proving unit. And what it does, before the gas valve gives the engine a start signal, is what it does. It's got a little pump. It's got a little diaphragm pump that clips on the side of here, and it will take gas from the inlet and it will pump up. This is with the valve closed, obviously. It'll pump up the middle of the two valves with gas from the inlet, and then it will monitor, it will stop pumping, and it will monitor that pressure, I think for about 5 or 8 seconds, and it will monitor to make sure that no pressure's lost. If no pressure's lost, that means both valves are tight, they're good, and then it will give a signal to the control system to start the engine. So that's all a VPS unit does. This is the VPS. this module here. So it's bolted on, 4 bolts, and with some O-rings to stop the gas leaking out. And all it is a pump. It's just a gas pump, a diaphragm pump. Yeah, they cause a lot of issues in the field. Pain in the tits, actually. Right, so here's the circuit board. Pretty straightforward to come out. And I've done a few checks on the board. Just a few basic checks. Check the capacitors, check some diodes, and I think I found the problem. Now one of the diodes is corrupt, faulty. So to measure them properly, you need to actually just clip one side from the board, because otherwise when you measure them you can pick up other resistors and stuff and give you a false reading. So I've found the faulty diode, and I'll show you what I mean. So I mean, you can measure them on just bog standard resistance, or you can use the proper diode test. Either way you can tell. So this is just using normal resistance, so you should get nothing one way, and then when you turn it around the other way, polarity, you should get a reading. There you go. So that's a good diode. If we go back to the other way, nothing. That's a good diode. But what I found, the one next to it, which is on the faulty valve that had no voltage going to it. So the reason why there wasn't any voltage going to it is the fuse had blown in the panel, in the engine panel. So that's why there was no voltage there. But then when I replaced the fuse, it blew again. So I thought, right, okay, we've definitely got a component issue inside. I measured the coils inside, they're fine. The resistance on them is good, they match out. So this is the bad diode. This is on the faulty V2 control circuit. So if I measure this diode, see, it's a straight through. It's not working at all. Turn it round, it's just failed. See, straight through. Yeah, there's no restriction there or anything, so that's faulty. So I managed to desolder a diode from an old circuit board that I was saving for parts, which is always good to do that in the field. You never know when you might need a component for something. So I mean, this is probably it's probably like 50p if you used to buy from RS or something. So so this one's good, and I'm going to solder that back here, and then we will do a test run and see if we can get it to open properly. Right, so there we go. I've extended the legs on that. Excuse the soldering, it's quite difficult. I've got all my holding equipment at home, so it's good, it's clean, strong. So we'll get that soldered into the board. Right, so that's the new diode fitted. What, second-hand diode. It'll be just fine. It's quite good. It's tight. Should get another 10 years out of it. Yeah. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Right, let's go and fit this and I shall be back. Right, so that's the new head fitted. There she is. So we shall see if it wants to start. And there we have it. The beast lives on. Lives on again. Hopefully someone's learned something from that, but what I'm just trying to get it out there is you don't have to always order brand new. I mean, these valves, they cost, you know, 4 grand, 5 grand. And I've been to sites and I've seen piles of these valves just waiting to go in the skip, but actually it could just be like a resistor or a diode or a capacitor on the PCB that's faulty. The actual mechanics of the valve, the actual solenoid seals, they are kind of bulletproof. Anyway, that's me finished blabbering on. Have a good day and keep safe.